Hello everyone, today I want to show you how to use the if function in Excel. This will fall between the beginners to intermediate level. In this video, we will learn only the basic level and we will cover more complex if functions in the future videos. Now, you may think, what is if function and why should we learn it? Any guesses? Post in comments below while I will wait for 5 seconds and then we will see if you were right or not. Let me give you another 5 seconds if you have not already posted in the comment. In the meantime, please post in the comment and also subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you get all the notifications for all future videos. So friends, you might have guessed it right. If function basically performs a logical test between two options and returns one value as true and other value as false. Example, in this particular sheet, I have made a small sample data where I have the names of the people, the sales figures for the month of April. What I am looking for is if their sales is more than 50,000, between 50,000 and 90,000 or more than 90,000, there should be some data which should be populated in here. And the results that I want is if it is more than 50,000, I want it to say okay. If it is less than 50,000, it should say poor. If it is between 50 and 90,000, it should say nice. If it is more than 90,000, it should say awesome. So how do you do it? If Tom's monthly sale is more than 50,000, then the value here would have been okay, but since it is less than 50,000, it will show poor. I will tell you some best practices later in the video, so watch the video till the end. So how do you use this formula? The way to use this formula is by writing equal to, and now you write if and you start the bracket. And since Excel's help is very intuitive, here it tells you the first thing is logical test. Basically, what do you want to test? Then it says value if true and value if false. So I will show you one by one as we come there. In this particular scenario, I want to see if cell B9 is more than 50,000. Then I press a comma. It says value if true. I wanted to say okay, but if I just write okay, it will give me an error. Any text has to come in the inverted commas. It should say okay, inverted comma, closed comma. And what if the value is false? It should say poor, inverted comma, closed, the bracket close, and enter. So here you can see, say because his average sale or his monthly sale was less than 50,000, it shows me poor. Had it been, let's say 54,000, it would have showed okay. Let me press Ctrl Z, come back. Now, in case you want to test the same between two parameters, which is if it is more than 50,000 but it is less than 90,000, in this scenario, what you will do is you will use another function which is called AND. How you will use it, I will show you. Equal to if brackets. Instead of simply writing B9 greater than, we will use the function AND, bracket open, and it says logical 1. Here my logical 1 is basically B9 or the April sales of Tom has to be more than 50,000. So I will say B9 is more than 50,000, comma, and here now it says logic 2. My logical 2 is it has to be less than 90,000. So again I will say B9 is less than 90,000. Bracket close. So this is the logic test that we have performed. Don't confuse it with the fact that you have not yet entered what should happen if the value is true or the value is false. I click comma. Now it says what should happen if the value is nice. I say type nice within the inverted commas, comma, what should happen if the value is false? Do nothing, enter. So you will see because the value is not between 50,000 and 90,000, it is returning a value of 0. Had it been, let's say 65,000, it would have returned nice, and undo. So now again, the third option, if I just want a value to be checked if it is more than 90,000 or not. So guys, I'm not doing this because I know now you know how to use the formula and you will be able to do it. There are many more ways of using if function, and I have heard stories where people have saved so much time just by using simple if function. If you have had any such incidents where if function saved your time and helped you become more efficient, share it in the comments below, or you can email me a video made from your mobile phone and I'll show that in my future videos. My email address is mentioned in the description box below. There are many more if functions, the complex ones like nested if formulas, not the bird's nest. It's called nested if because it basically checks multiple ifs within one if. That is, if this value is true, then in the value being true, probably we'll have another if and so on. So we will not be covering it right now because right now we are just doing the basic if. We'll cover it in the future videos. Can you think of some good practices when using the formula? If yes, please comment in below and we will see who came up with the best good practices. But bro, keep it simple. So let me tell you some good practices to use with the if function or any other function in Excel. Whenever possible, type the logical test parameters and the result in separate cells so that if you need to change something later, you don't have to change in all the formulas again. For example, in our case, I will change the value 50,000 and words okay and poor in the formula here. Let me press F2, coming to the formula. Here I know B9 will remain B9. Instead of writing 50,000 here, I click delete and I can see that the 50,000 value is in cell C3. So I write C3 and I press F4 because I want it to be absolute. And again, instead of okay, I can delete all this and I can see it is in cell C5. So I will write C5, press F4. Instead of poor, I will write cell C6 and press F4 and the bracket is closed. So now what happens? In case if I want to go and change the value from 50,000 to let's say 40,000, I don't have to change the formula. I just change the initial parameters which will be used to test the logic and I'm good to go. Let me undo it. Since I'm already using it here, I will press Ctrl down. Let me come to the next cell. Here again, let me change it.
B9 is more than equal to B3, F4, B9, 90,000 is B4, F4, and instead of nice, let me say B5 and F4.
And here, instead of leaving it blank, let me say had there been a value in result if false. So that would be D6 and F4. In case if it is false, it will show me a blank or a 0. But if it is not blank and in future I want to go and write something, maybe okay or something, I can just do it there. So I put it here, I go down, Ctrl D, you can see it's populated very nicely. And here now if I say result if it's false, I want it to be okay, it changes here. I don't have to go back in all the formulas and do it. So guys, again in the more than 90,000 range, I'm not doing it because I know by now you are an expert, you have understood it. In case if you have not understood it, either leave me a comment below with your specific query. You can always send me an email with your Excel sheet. I will try to solve it for you. So guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go and click the red subscribe button now. And also don't forget to click on the bell icon because that is the only way you will get all the notifications from my new videos to ensure that you are on the track to learn Excel the right way. And one more important thing guys, I always say to everyone, always use the keyboard shortcut and not the mouse so that you can be more efficient and save time. You can always refer to my playlist on 100+ keyboard shortcuts for Excel by clicking on the I above, or I will leave a description in the link below. Thank you.